Welcome to today's episode. Today we're going to be talking about our year in review of all the movies we've seen. We're going to use Letterboxd, which is the main platform to share your movies and talk about it with your friends. So we'll hand it off to Will. What movies have you seen this year?
Well, I'll start off by saying that I failed my original goal. At first, I wanted to watch a movie a day, so 365. I'm at 249 on the year, so I still have like 10-ish days to get a bit more in. So hopefully I can get close to, I don't know, 260, 250, or yeah, 260 would be pretty good, another 10-ish movies. Out of those 249, 80 of them were 2023 movies, so new releases. And from those, the standouts, obviously, Oppenheimer, the obvious one, which I have as my highest ranking movie of the year. And then I have to go to Anatomy of a Fall. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. It was in theaters for a little bit. Very interesting French, German, English film that not many theaters got, unfortunately, but it should have some good amount of buzz coming to Oscar seasons. If not, other standouts for me this year, Priscilla. Priscilla was very good to compete with your Elvis craves. Shows the complete other side of that relationship in a very different way than Baz Luhrmann did it, obviously, because Baz Luhrmann's all about extravagant, extra, go big. This is a lot more low-key, but very good nonetheless. And yeah, I have to say that I've averaged 20.8 movies a month, apparently, which is kind of sad thinking back on it, but we'll go with it. My most watched, Oppenheimer, of course, a total of 8 times now that I've seen it in 4 or 5 months.
Love it. Shout out to our Oppenheimer episodes. Yes, plural. Part 1 and part 2 are out. They've been out for a few weeks now, so go take a look at them. They're fantastic. I think it's our best episodes, so go check it out, please. Any other particular movies that you were...
Other than from 2023, so like stuff that wasn't this year, I watched Harakiri.
I've never heard of that.
It's let me pull it up here. It's from 1962.
Oh yeah, I know what you're.
It's the number 1 rated movie on Letterboxd with an average of 4.7.
Oh,
that was phenomenal. It's kind of like a samurai story, but like with barely any action. So it's all just storytelling, world building. It is super well done. Would definitely recommend it. Let's see, what else did I watch this year? That would be interesting. During Halloween, I did a Halloween marathon to try and get as much horror out of the way as possible. I wanted to do a movie a day in October. Failed that again. Ended up with 22.
That's still good.
So like, still not bad. And the main thing was the Saw movies. I'd never seen them before, not a single one, but I watched all of them, all the way up to Saw X, the newest one. And honestly, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought there were going to be a lot more. It's going to sound so bad saying that, but I thought it was going to be more gory, because like I keep hearing people talk about them. It's like, oh, it's disgusting. It's all this. Hard to say, but you get used to it. Like, by the time you get to, like, Saw 3, Saw 4, it's like, okay, whatever. They try to make it bigger and better, but as weird as it is to say, you get used to the gore, and it's, in a way, kind of seems not as bad the more the series goes on, because it's a bit repetitive, but still very good. One thing I find cool, though, is I've seen... obviously, majority of the movies were in English, but I've also seen... quite a few in other languages, like 8 French films, 4 Japanese films, some Hindi, Danish. So, I've done a bit of everywhere around the world. Some films produced in France, Japan, Germany, Australia, India. I've seen 4 Indian films apparently this year. Can't say I remember doing that necessarily, but it's pretty good to see. That's why I really like Letterboxd. They show you so many stats.
Wow. That's incredible, actually. It's really
pretty
cool.
Sick.
Yeah, so I'm at 249 this year. Beat last year. Last year I was at 213, so I'll count it as a dub.
That's really good. And Alvaro, How was your year?
All right, so we were talking a little bit about it right before recording, but my year, I did not log everything. You guys can hate on me for it. Basically, my year is at 40.
Nice.
Basically, for 40 this year, because I did not log almost half the movies that I saw, to my recollection, anyways. I guess the top movies from this year that really like struck a chord with me or like stuck with me. Definitely Oppenheimer. Again, second shout out to our Oppenheimer videos. I'm sure there will be another shout out to them. Also, I just very, very recently saw Past Lives. Really good movie. It's kind of like, if you guys haven't seen Past Lives, it's pretty much, think about it as a movie where boy meets girl, young age, not the right time. So then they kind of meet further down the line. Maybe the right time, maybe not. I don't know. Further down the line again, maybe the right time, maybe not. What's going on? And it's like, it's kind of like a love triangle kind of movie, but it definitely goes in past, in the past to like see how they were, and then the present. Very good. Not your typical rom-com film. And then I gotta say, I did a quick little like shout out to it when we were recording. I believe it was Oppenheimer, but Godzilla minus one. This movie, Godzilla minus one. Honestly, I have to say it's top tied with Oppenheimer for my movie of the year. It's pretty much, with a budget of only $15 million, they managed to get special effects. Actually, it was less than $50 million. They managed to get special effects that's better than like so many Hollywood films at the moment. The characters that they created for this Godzilla movie, like you're going in thinking, oh, it's a monster movie. I'm gonna see monsters fighting it out. Let's check it out. No, you're seeing like a monster, Godzilla, a Titan, destroying Tokyo, yes, or not just necessarily Tokyo, but Japan, and you're also getting these crazy characters that you've never met before, you've never even heard of before in any kind of history book or anything like that, but you're immediately connected to them and you relate to them so much and you connect with them throughout the whole time. It's a crazy movie. It's a crazy take, especially like if you see Oppenheimer, you see the bomb being created, and then you see Godzilla. It's kind of like, it's not lifelike. Like, I mean, it's not completely accurate historically, but they do that take of after the war in Japan and basically what has happened. It is, in my opinion, the best Godzilla movie out there, and there's quite a few of them. I would have to say Godzilla minus one and then Shin Godzilla are probably top two. But that is honestly my biggest surprise of the year was Godzilla minus one. Definitely check that out. I know they just expanded theaters to a little bit, I think 2,500 more globally. We might not be seeing any like digital release or like CD release anytime soon at all because it's a Japanese film. In terms of my stats on Letterboxd, they're very, very not accurate because I only logged 40 movies this year. But out of the 40 that I did log, basically my most watched was Oppenheimer at 3 times, not as much as Will or Alex, as we will see. But basically 3 times, and then I had 3 movies tied for 2 from what I have logged. I have Interstellar at twice, Joker at twice, and then Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 at twice. I thought that was pretty fun because, I don't know, I figured I would have seen a bit more movies. I mean, I most likely did, I just completely forgot to log them, but it would have been definitely interesting. Something that for me, I thought I would be able to see a bit more was like the actors. I thought I would have seen maybe like a Tom Hanks show up with like 9 movies watched this year, but almost all the top actors I've seen is like 3 films. So that was very surprising to me out of this 40 movie list. But in all honesty, if I have any recommendation out of all the movies that I've seen this year, it's Godzilla minus one. It's a shocker completely. It shocks you in so many different ways. But if I have any other recommendations, look at our letterboxes. You'll see all of our 5-star reviews, all of our 4.5s and 4s. I guess for me, if I'm putting anything at a 4 stars, I'd rewatch. If anything's at a 4-star, definitely that's my recommendation. Check it out. If it's at a 5, 100% check it out. That's pretty much it for me this year. I don't have, like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about my stats because they're very, very off considering the fact that I only put 40. We'll see for next year though, because for next year I'm going to really go at it hard and make sure I'm logging every single movie I watch from like January 1st. But that's pretty much it for me. Nothing crazy, but that's it. What about you, Alex?
I have to ask.
Yes.
You said you saw Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning twice, right?
Yes.
Why?
So I saw it once, and then by myself, and then my parents, they are huge Mission Impossible fans, and they were like, "Hey, let's go watch it," and I was like, "Okay," and I took them to watch it to the movies. So yes, I saw it twice. Yes, but it's not my ideal Mission Impossible movie. The stunts are crazy. Like, I mean, they're always crazy. They get crazier and crazier every year. Like, Tom Cruise is, God forbid, gonna lose his life or something like that doing one of these stunts. They're so crazy. But it's not the best Mission Impossible movie. Stunts are crazy, but story-wise, meh. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. No, I was just really curious because I saw it once and I was like, that's enough. So I just thought maybe there was more of a story behind why you saw it twice. You know? Okay. Fair enough. I mean, it's a long movie to sit through, you know? I feel like in 2023, the average movie time was probably like closer to 3 hours.
Honestly, probably.
Yeah.
There's a lot of long movies that came out.
Yeah, it was kind of shocking when we saw a movie in 2023 that was like not, you know, like over the 2.5 hour mark, you know?
True, yeah.
So I feel like nowadays the saying is it's not a 3 hour movie. Really? I feel like that's said more often than not now.
Yeah.
Just crazy. We've come so far. For myself, Letterboxd here. I mean, it's been a pretty diverse year. I think I've watched more movies than I've ever watched. I think Letterboxd has pushed me to want to watch more. You know, to try to keep up with some people like Will over here with you know, what are you at again? 240 something?
249.
Yeah, see, so I am not even close. I was at 129, so you're pretty far ahead there. Total of 236 hours watched, which I think is enough. Interestingly enough, there's one particular week that I want to bring up, week 13 of 2023, which is in March or something like that. Yeah, it's like the end of March, so it's from the 27th of March to the 2nd of April. I watched 18 movies that week, and I remember it very clearly. I was sleep deprived. I didn't sleep, so I decided, why not? Let's watch the movies. So I started that week with Women Talking, which was great. It went through, you know, different years of movies. Marlowe, which was fine, I guess. It's really not that great. A beautifully shot movie, but just really not a good story whatsoever. In that week, actually, one that I do want to talk about in 2023, this one came out 2017. It's a Korean movie called The Taxi Driver. Really, really good movie. I definitely recommend a lot of people to watch it. I feel like it might be one of those movies that people kind of skip over. They don't really like immediately want to watch it, but the main actor in it is, I'm going to try my best here to pronounce it. Song Kang-ho is from Parasite. If you've seen it, he's the father. He's also big for Memories of Murder, if you haven't seen that, or The Host, which is another one that I really want to get around to watching. That's also a
Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah, another one of his, and Snowpiercer, again, another one of his. Mm-hmm. So he, obviously, it's even, you know, you go across the world, you got your Leo Scorsese, you know, and all that. So follow the same pattern. But that's one of those movies that I watched it once, and then it's one that you want to share with people, and you're like, you have to watch this. This is like, it's a true story. I don't want to give too much away. It's based on a true story. It's violent. It's just sad, and just watch it. I mean, I watched so many different movies. It's just some of the movies that I watched that I didn't like were probably. I started my Letterboxd year off with Fabelmans. It was all right. Wasn't what I expected. Did I, was I disappointed in watching it? Maybe not, but I wasn't exactly enthused either.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. It's okay. Spielberg. I mean,
Because I absolutely loved The Fabelmans. That's why I'm just.
It was just like, it wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know.
Fair. That's fair.
Alvaro, have you seen it?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it. I actually started it for like the first like 15 seconds, and I got busy. I completely forgot about it.
See, that's how bad it is, Will.
After 15 seconds, Alvaro wasn't hooked.
Yeah,
Damn.
if Alvaro doesn't watch it,
Oh,
then we
oh,
shouldn't
boy.
watch it at all.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Guy with 40 entries on Letterboxd.
Oh boy.
No, but it was a fun year. Lots of different movies. I'd say in terms of 2023 movies, I just had them organized, but Letterboxd, honestly, their UI is kind of all over the place. Needs to be maybe a little bit fixed. But that's neither here nor there. 2023 movies, I mean, obviously, it's just Oppenheimer.
One more time.
Obviously, one last time. It's going to be probably the last time you guys are going to hear about it for quite a while. So, Oppenheimer, obviously, big movie of the year. Watched it many times. Another movie that came out in 2023, more of a documentary, Still, the Michael J. Fox movie from Apple, as much as I dislike them. Really good. It was really good. Really inspiring. And just really fun to learn so much about him in such a very mature and felt very what's the word I'm looking for, close and I don't know, it's authentic. Yeah, a real conversation with him. Fantastic. Air, which I know Alvaro is very fond of. Watch that. Great movie. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice to see Matt Damon. And it was Ben Affleck as well, right,
Yeah.
Alvaro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Just great. Both of them just putting out an absolute ace of a movie. I watched Champions. I thought that was good. I don't know if anybody watched Champions.
I still haven't seen it, no.
Yeah. I liked it. It's fun. It's very just, human. Very good story, well directed, overall good experience. I'll start off with a hot take here really quickly. Super Mario movie, kind of ass.
I didn't want to bring it up because I knew you were going to say something.
Yeah,
This guy.
it was ass.
It's
Okay,
so good.
it's so bad.
so good.
You're wrong. Okay, Alvaro, you saw it, no?
Yeah, it was pretty mid.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, okay.
It's not crazy. It's not bad, but it's just nostalgia. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Garbage.
I'm aware it's not a good movie, but bias, I gave it a 4.5, I think.
Wow, that's high.
I
Yeah.
left the theater after having the time of my life, and I can't rate it any lower. For an hour, whatever it was, an hour and a half, I had so
Fair.
much
Yeah.
fun.
Fair enough. But it was
So.
ass. No,
Can I just jump in here? Because I want to jump in and I'm sorry, I know this is a bit unrelated from Super Mario Bros. But Alex, I want you to enlighten us on your worst movie this year because I have a feeling I know what it is.
Of 2023 movies from that release this year, I had the pleasure and the worst. So let me put some context behind this. Because I was like, Letterboxd is fun. I want to log as many movies. And it inspired me to watch any movie just for the sake of wanting to log it. That's what I did. So, in my lowest of lows, decided to watch lovely Ghosted. Now, if you've been around the channel long enough, in different episodes, we've obviously brought up Oppenheimer, but we've also brought up Ghosted as a joke.
As a joke, that is the best Apple TV movie out there.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to read you guys my review because I think it's like the best review I've ever written on it. I wrote, every once in a while, I give Apple a chance to redeem itself, but once again, they fail to prove anything of value in the film industry, which I still believe to an extent. They're getting better, but they're still not great. Apple's formula of slapping every recognizable face onto a project with no real story continues to fail. Acting, 7 out of 10. Story, 1 out of 10. Cinematography, 6 out of 10. My will to live after watching it, -1 out of 10.
There it is. Yeah.
I love that review.
If you haven't watched it, you can watch it. Is the story good? No, the story isn't that good. Is the acting good? When they're separate, yes, but when they're together, because it's a romance movie, and when you can't get the two main actors to have any chemistry, you fail immediately. Like, I've got to say, Hallmark movies have better chemistry than this movie. Honestly, I just I can't even tell you to watch it as a joke. I'm dead serious. It's probably one of the worst movies this year and was really hard to watch. And the Letterboxd community agrees with me because they gave it 2.1 average. Yeah. So it might actually be the worst movie of 2023.
No.
Oh,
it's horrible. No, okay, wait. Let me rephrase it. It might be one of the worst movies that is produced by such a big company. So like Disney, A24, Apple.
Put Apple in there.
It's one of the worst, if not the worst. Sorry.
I mean, have you guys seen, what was it called? The Last Voyage of Demeter? It was a Dracula-ish story.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, I did not watch that.
Because that was so bad. It's not scary. It's a horror movie. It's not scary. It's not thrilling. It's not funny. There's absolutely nothing redeemable about that movie. Even the lighting, you can barely see what's happening on screen. And like, I get it. It's supposed to be a dark setting and a dark movie, but it was painful to get through. I'm surprised I stuck through it in theaters.
That's fair.
I should have walked out.
Alvaro, what's the worst movie you saw?
This year? Oh, man. Damn. Based on what I have logged, because I don't remember off the top of my head, it's pretty bad. Let me see here. I have it's a very, very short list, I'll tell you that much. I have 2 films which I gave 2 stars. So I have Divergent, the first one, and then I have Transformers: Rise of Beasts.
Oh, fair.
Rise
Good
of
choice.
Beast, yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys see it?
No, but I know it's bad.
Unfortunately, yes, I did see it.
It's like my Ghosted, I guess. It's my 2023 movie that I did not enjoy. I got a chance to see it with one of our coworkers in VIP, and one of my old coworkers, but your guys' coworkers in VIP, and it was a fun experience because it was in VIP, but it was not a fun movie. I'll say that.
God, it's so. I don't even want to watch it. I've heard such bad.
Though you have to.
Oh, I have to?
Because it's kicking off the whole Hasbro universe.
Wow, I really don't care.
Oh, no, you're not ready for what's coming.
Dude, I don't even know how some of these movies make it to screen. Like, I feel like 2023 was a pretty strong year compared to like other years. There's some good movies out there, but
there's a lot of stinkers this year.
Yeah, that's it, right? Like, I feel like the bad ones are really like shined this year.
Like, how did The Exorcist Believer make it out of pre-production? Someone actually greenlit that script? Really? Like,
so bad.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I watched Meg 2 or whatever, you know? The shark whatever movie with the Statham. That was bad. I walked out of I saw that with a coworker as well. Walked out.
You couldn't stay?
We couldn't stay. It was so bad.
I can't.
It was so bad. It was so bad. I don't even think I logged it because I didn't finish it. So I was like, I'm not gonna log it. It doesn't count. It was that bad. No, seriously.
No.
There's one movie I want to bring up. So we've mentioned it by accident, but it's out there now on the podcast. But we are from Canada. We're from Quebec. And one movie that was actually filmed in Montreal is Missing from 2023, which actually had some pretty high praise because it was very creative, because it's mainly done on screens on your computers. And so it was really cool to see them navigate that, and like pretty much all the shots in the movie, more or less all the shots, maybe a couple not, are done through a phone camera or through the laptop camera, or so it was really, really creative. I'm trying to see here on Letterboxd. Will, you saw it? Alvaro, did you see it?
Nope, I didn't get a chance to see it, but I did see the older one.
Searching.
It's called, yes, Searching. I saw Searching. I definitely enjoyed the format. It's something that you're not used to, but you're used to seeing your screen, so you know what they're doing. It was fun. I didn't get a chance to see Mystic though. I probably will, but I heard it was a pretty good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. My review here that I wrote for it, honestly, still how I feel. I was really hoping to enjoy this more, but ultimately it fell flat. It was predictable, and there was too many, like, not subplots, but
Yeah.
there were so many avenues that it tried going but never fully explored it. So it was like a bit confusing at one point, like not missing a bit of direction. But yeah, no, it was fine. It's fun to see movies that push the creative boundaries of what you can do. So following Searching, it was fine.
Yeah. No, it was a very interesting one. I just find it fun to always see movies that are in where we're from, in Quebec. It's a pretty well-known area to be used for film production. But I feel like this movie, you could like definitely tell. You were like, hey, I've walked down that avenue, or hey, I know that building or that highway. So it was really fun to watch it and just like point out all these fun little things. But there's decent movies. Barbenheimer, big for 2023,
that was
huge.
A lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. I'm sure we mentioned in brief through different episodes, but I managed to do it in one day. I don't know if you guys did as well.
Yeah, same.
Nope, still haven't seen Barbie.
Alvaro, come on. It's.
I've been waiting on my girlfriend and her sister because we're all gonna watch it together.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, at least it's at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie. Barbie, it's a good movie. It's not. It's what I predicted. A lot of people, we had arguments before it released with people and friends we know, and I was like, no, this is not a kids movie. Like, you could bring your kids to watch it and it won't change anything, but like they will miss every single subtlety, symbolism, all of it. It will go over their head because it's not a kids movie.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, Alvaro. A little fair warning for you there. But
that's fine.
It will probably win some Oscars, honestly. Barbie was
definitely
huge, and it deservedly should get some, honestly, especially costume. So
Costume, production, design, gotta take those home, right?
Yep, easily. I'm gonna go full screen on Alvaro here.
And no, my cat just fell, so don't worry.
We got a little bit of Nemo.
Nemo, yes.
Yes, we got. I'm gonna have to add to the podcast. It's gonna be Welcome to Forgotten Popcorn with Alvaro, Will, Alex, and Nemo.
Nemo, my boy.
Absolutely love it. I'm looking forward to the next year. I don't know how far I went through my list here. Kind of just went all over the place. I don't know if there's any other movies in particular that I wanted to bring up that were fascinating to me. I watched A Beautiful Mind finally this year. Very, very good movie if you haven't seen it already. Yeah. Oh wait, quick, back to the Alvaro cam. There we go. That was good. That was great. That's thumbnail material. 100%.
Oh, bye.
Awesome. That's awesome. I'm so happy I got that. Yeah, Beautiful Mind. Obviously, phenomenal movie. I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, please watch it. It's
a must.
Eye-opening, life-changing movie, like many. Yeah, I mean, nothing really particularly crazy. I saw a movie that was in Portuguese. It was Bakaru.
Sure.
It's very good. 2019 movie. It's very creative. It's a fictional story, but based off of true events. About the government and everything over there. Okay. So definitely worth checking out. You guys looking forward to 2024?
Yeah, I have a few. Obviously, Joker.
Yeah.
Joker
yeah.
2 is coming out. Deadpool 3. That's a big one for me. Maybe one that not many people are aware of, but Mickey 17. It's Bong Joon-ho's next movie.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, right?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, Mark Ruffalo, Toni Collette. So like, I'm very excited for that. No clue what it's going to be about, but I'll watch anything that guy does. No, there's quite a few still coming out next year. Dune Part 2.
Yes.
That's going to be massive.
I'm very excited for the Planet of the Apes film.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
Completely
good.
forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, and Alvaro, you have another Godzilla movie coming out next year.
Oh, wait, what? No way.
Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.
Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of those ones.
So the Hollywood MonsterVerse version.
Yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of those toy figure, action figures, Godzilla films.
Probably won't be the best, but it'll be a fun time, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, it'll definitely be a fun movie.
Really can't go wrong.
No, it's gonna be a great year. I'm sure we'll find some secret gems from all over the world in the next couple of months here as we wind into to 2024. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great, and we're gonna still be here at Forgotten Popcorn. So we're still gonna be going. Of course, we're gonna keep you updated. We'll try to keep up with the movies, and if you have any ways and ideas for us to incorporate some of the newer movies formats that you'd like to see, we're more than happy to try some new things out. As you know, we release one episode every week on Thursday, and we try to keep you dialed in and interested in what you might have missed with some of the reels. So always go check those out and see what you might have missed. We like to throw some segments in there as well. So I think we've covered our bases today. And as always, at the end of every episode, thank you so much for everything, all your support. And we hope you've had a great year so far. And here's to 2024.